nice girls finish last.
Yes. I 100% believe in that phrase. And the reason is it's people take nice and think that it means people pleasing.
Why do I feel like I need to be considerate of this person's feelings when they're not considerate of mine? Because he took advantage of that comfort and continued to do it and do it again. It's like, oh, you don't respect me.
Right. I just had someone say that to me. They were like, you run a tight ship. You're strict. I'm like, well, I'm glad you recognize
It's
that.
strict around
I'm
here.
glad you do.
Don't play.
Hey, step siblings, welcome to Between Sisters. We're sisters, yes, but more than that, we're two women figuring out life, love, careers, identity, and everything else in real time. Whether you've got a sister, always wished you did, or you're just looking for voices that feel like home, you belong here, where we give you real talk between real sisters.
Hey, step siblings, I'm Corinne.
And I'm Kayla.
And you're listening to Between Sisters, where we give you real talk between real sisters. Today's day 2 of Podmas, and we're here every day from December 1st to December 25th. So please subscribe, follow all of the things so you don't miss anything. And you could come back for more because we're going to have more every day.
Every single day.
Tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. So let us know how you're liking it. Let us know what you want to hear from us. And we're going to continue to keep giving it to you. And today we are talking about the fact that, or the phrase, nice girls finish last.
Yes. I 100% believe in that phrase. And the reason is it's people take nice and think that it means people pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
That's when nice girls finish last.
Mm-hmm.
You can be kind, but you being a people pleaser, you're always going to finish last. You have to sometimes put yourself first.
Yeah. And being a people pleaser, being a people pleaser,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I almost said it again. Really takes away from yourself. Like you will take it as far as hurting yourself or making yourself be in a detriment in order to please someone else. And you're all the way wrong there.
Yeah, I get that society as a whole likes to, point women to be pleasant and nice, and that's how you do things. But we get run over when we act like that sometimes. I'm not saying you can't just, be a good person, but girl, you can't get run over.
Yeah. I feel like, and I do feel like niceness isn't the problem. I feel like it's good to be nice. You should be nice.
Mm-hmm.
All of those things. I feel like it's a lack of boundaries.
That's
like
the word.
Niceness and kindness. Yes, you should be nice. You should be kind. But like, there's also it. Once you have a boundary, you need to then keep it. I also feel like you don't overdo it with the. I feel like now some people overdo it with the boundaries.
What do you mean?
They'll be like you commit to something. You say you're going somewhere, and then you're like, you wake up that day and you're like, I don't want to go. Like, I'm keeping my boundaries. Like, okay.
Right.
Now you starting to just not show up for people.
Right.
Like sometimes, when you're showing up for people who show up for you, it may not always be convenient, but there's something to go for that to share. So I feel like that's it. There can be okay, girl, you doing too much, but boundaries need to be set, and you need to be strict on your boundaries. If you keep leaning on your boundaries,
no one's gonna take you serious.
No one is gonna take you serious, and people take advantage of kindness.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like people just when was a time where you felt like you were too nice?
Maybe, you know what, in I guess in relationships, I think I've just been too nice where I'm willing to do everything to help someone. I'm like, oh, I don't care how far I have to drive. I don't care, what I have to do. I'll move around my schedule. I had to stop all that because it was hurting me pretty much. It was hurting me. I'm stretching myself so far for other people, and I can't even give myself the same intensity in my life. You know what I mean? So it was just like, okay, I need to set some boundaries. I can't always do the drive. I can't always make it to the event. I can't. Sometimes I have to say no, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I had to learn.
Yeah. I feel like I was too nice one time where I try and be nice to people and there was this person who we didn't really talk much. We were like just cordial friends, but they kept reaching out to me, and every time they would reach out, like just I guess a check in, like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'd be like, "Hey, I'm fine," and that would be the whole conversation. Like we would just, "Hey," and they would always just reach out to me, check in on me, and I was like, "Okay, like fine," and they kept asking me to come see them, and I was like, no, I really don't want to come see you. But I was trying to be nice, and I was like, no, but and I just wouldn't say anything after that. Like that would be the end of the conversation. Like keep going, and they kept like contacting me and asking me to come see them, and I'm like, come on,
no.
I said no. Like I feel like now you're making me uncomfortable because you continue to ask me over and over and over, and I am being too nice by continuing to respond saying this, that, and the third. So since I now feel like you're being disrespectful because you're not respecting what I just said, and you're making me uncomfortable. So now, no, you're blocked.
That's something I had to learn too. Like, it's okay to not respond. It's okay to say no. Like, once I've made my point, I'm not ghosting, but once I made my point, then, and you don't respect that, then it's okay not to respond. Like, it's okay to just be like, okay, I'm setting my boundaries.
Yeah. It's, you don't have to, I realized why do I feel like I need to be considerate of this person's feelings when they're not considerate of mine? So, you're blocked.
I think people need to learn sometimes with friendships or relationships, whatever it is, if you find yourself always trying to be the bigger person or always having to be the bigger person, always having to, just suck it up and move on for the friendship or relationship to work out, to me, that's a one-sided friendship when you're being too nice. Your friends should be able to, you should be able to hold each other accountable. So I can look at myself and be like, okay, what did I do wrong? And then that person can look at themselves and be like, what did they do wrong? Or if that's my good friend or we're in a relationship, I can be like, okay, you were wrong in this thing. And you can say, yeah, and you were wrong in this thing. And we can work it out. But if it's always something where I'm the one who has to be the bigger person every single time, you're being too nice.
And you can always tell with people like that. Every time, if you ever come to them with, you know what, I don't like the way this was done, is on third, they throw a fit. Like they are not used to being held accountable, and they think everyone has to be overly nice to them and overly accommodating to them. And when and they will throw a fit and act crazy, and then you're like, oh, so you just don't care about anybody else. And that's the problem. That's where I feel like the nice girls finish last thing comes, because people will respect you more by standing on your boundaries than they will if you're over accommodating to everything that they do, because they're not going to respect you. Say someone was doing something that you didn't like and you explain to them, okay, I don't like that you did that. And then they keep doing it again and keep doing it again. And you're just so overly patient and overly nice that you're like, okay. They're never going to respect you because they're going to know that you're continuing to let them walk all over you. No, you need to set your boundaries. So yes, be nice to the person, but like I feel like it's totally a boundaries thing.
I think that goes into dating too, because when you look at it, I'm just gonna speak from a woman's perspective, but when women have more boundaries in a relationship, they do get respected more. When you're just saying, oh, okay, let's just say some things happen and it is what it is, and they don't no action was required, no boundary was set, men do not care. They'll just keep doing it over and over and over again. They won't change. So when you actually set that boundary, then you get more respect. And that's what I think, at least in my opinion.
Especially in relationships, because people don't appreciate the comfort that you're giving them by being overly accommodating, overly thing. Like people don't appreciate it until they don't have it anymore. And then it's like, oh snap. And then they also feel like because that comfort was so you're overly accommodating, they feel like they can always get it back because you just let them walk all over you. She's like, oh, she's gonna forgive me.
Yeah, don't be a doormat. Like, don't be a doormat.
They don't. Now it's like, oh well, if he keeps doing something to you and you keep coming back, they're gonna continue to do stuff to you because they're gonna know that you are gonna go back anyway.
That's a time. What is it? What do they say? Time old tale. Whatever they say.
Tale as old as time.
Tale as old as time. There we go. That's a tale as old as time. We've seen it play out a million times.
Yeah.
Especially on reality TV. You know, we grew up watching reality TV show. We've seen it a million times. Like
what was that Love and Hip Hop, like when it was like so popular?
Come on, Love and Hip Hop New York. Tara.
Yes, that's
Peter.
what
I know. Amina.
Tara, Amina, and Peter.
Come on. What?
Okay, if you haven't seen it, it was a show called Love and Hip Hop, and it used to be like really popular. It's still on, like it's still, but like it, like everyone used to watch it.
Yeah, and New York is not on anymore, so
yeah. So there was a love triangle of Peter, who was the man, and then two women, his wife Tara, and
his wife Amina.
Oh, his wife Amina, and his baby mother Tara.
Yeah.
Child, every single season he did the same thing to them.
Same thing. Over and over and over.
Again. Over and over and over. And they both kept taking him back. So they both were just in a relationship with him at the same time.
And both having kids by him.
At the same time. They were both pregnant at the same time. Both things. And then it was like they would get upset with him. They would be yelling at him, screaming at him. And then they would still... I honestly feel like at that point, they weren't even like doing it to be with him. I think they just wanted to outbeat each other.
They did at that point.
Like they wanted to be like, well, I'm the one that he stayed with, so none of them would leave him. And then he even at one point moved them into the same apartment building. And they was living on different floors, and he was just going up and down to the floors. They knew.
It was. Oh God.
I felt like at that point, y'all, they was in love with each other. It wasn't even about Peter anymore. It was like, I'm gonna outbeat you and stay with him.
You could tell that it was like that because of the conversations and arguments that they would have with each other, the two women. Like they would be like, well, he's with me every night. And then like it's not even about him anymore at this point. You just want to feel like the top dog.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, well, I'm the one who's married. And he's with you every night. We both look crazy.
You know what? You know what this also made me think of, this conversation? It made me think of Cardi B and Offset because, you know, Offset obviously like over the years that they were married, had public cheating scandals like multiple times, and Cardi, like, you know, she forgave him, you know, that's her husband, she loves him, this, that, and the third, but it's like he took that comfort for what is it?
He took advantage of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
He took advantage of that comfort. So now that she's left him because he took advantage of that comfort and continued to do it and do it again, it's like, oh, you don't respect me.
Right.
So now that she's left him and she's moved on, especially like it was a crash out.
Such a crash
every
out.
week, because it's like, oh, I thought that you were just gonna come back all the time because of that comfort. Now you're crashing out.
Acting a fool. That's why I like her song with Summer Walker. Where it's like, we should be good by now. Because I'm like, dang, we really should be good by now. Why are you still doing this? But that's why. Like you can't let these.
That made me think that made me think of that because people will really just be like, oh yeah, and you think that someone is appreciating your accommodation. Yeah. You think that people are appreciating all the things that you're saying, and really they don't. I could walk all over her.
Right. Because you're doing something out of the kindness of your heart. You're going out of your way. You're extending yourself. You know, doing things that you don't have to do, and sometimes normally you might not do. And people don't see that. They're just like, oh, she's nice. That's a nice girl.
I wrote down some things of like what people might take advantage of, what you might be doing that people might be taking advantage of your kindness.
Okay.
So I said when you're overly patient with inconsistent behavior, which we just talked about.
Yeah.
I said when you accept mixed signals.
That's a good one.
Because if someone is giving you mixed signals to keep you floating in a limbo of whatever the situation is, the friendship, whatever situation is, that is to keep you in that limbo. Don't accept that.
Keep you at arm's reach.
Yep.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. And this is why they say nice girls finish last, because people are just taking advantage of everything.
Yes.
Okay. When you don't communicate your needs.
And I know sometimes that can be hard for people, but you have to dig deep and find a way to do that.
It's hard because you think, oh, they're gonna think I'm needy, they're gonna think I'm this, they're gonna think I'm that. But that's not the case if they're a good if that's how they feel, that's not someone you need to be even have in your life. That's not a good person. It's quality over quantity.
Right.
So that's not a good person. And sometimes having people like that in your life can hold you back.
And don't think that people automatically know what you're thinking. You might think something is so obvious or so self-explanatory. No, like explain it, because they're not thinking like you.
It ain't nothing that you need to not go around in circles with people that are an anchor to you, because you're only hurting yourself. You need to cut that anchor. Don't play about that.
Yeah.
If you communicate your needs and they can't take that, then that's what it needs to be. But don't be afraid to do so.
Right.
Because again, and on the flip side, they might surprise you. And they might be like, wow, okay, I understand that. And you're like, oh,
right.
I was so nervous to say this. And I didn't have to be, because it wasn't even a big conversation. It was just like, oh, okay. Period.
Yeah.
And we move forward. So don't do that, and don't let people be anchors in your life, because sometimes people are jealous and they want to be an anchor in your life. They want to keep you back because they see potential in you that you don't even know right now, and they're like, "Ooh, I can't let her
hold her down.
Yeah, I can't let her get up."
That's a Tyler Perry movie.
Okay,
literally.
Wait, which one?
I know it's one of them,
but like not the name, but like describe it.
I'm trying to think. Wasn't it there was a woman and she couldn't get further for something? She was trying to do something.
That is so vague.
No, I know. I can't think of what it was, but it was like she couldn't move on because a man was holding her back. It was something like that. There was a movie like that. Can't remember it, but that was definitely a movie. It'll come to me later.
If anyone watched All Her Fault, there was a situation like that with the brother there, because his brother had a disability, and so it was better for him to use his wheelchair. And his brother was always like, "No, like don't use your wheelchair, like that's." And so he was making him use the walker, which was causing him so much pain every day. He was taking like mad pain medication. It was making his quality of life worse, not being in the wheelchair. But his brother only did that to keep him down so that he could feel like he was taking care of him.
Wow. That sounds like what's her name? The girl.
What girl?
With her mom. She just got out of jail.
Oh, Gypsy Rose?
Yeah, Gypsy Rose.
That Gypsy Rose situation was
insane. Yeah, like, that was crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
Whoa. Like that's some crazy.
She just cut her hair. She got a haircut.
And what's also insane is that like now she's an influencer.
I know. That's all. Like she and like
everyone's like, I remember when she first got out, and I was at work, and like someone came like running through the office, like, "Did you guys see Gypsy Rose just got a cat?" And I'm like,
okay, so normal, that's crazy.
Like, yeah, but so people will,
they will.
So you got to make sure,
especially when they see that you will be so much better in life once you realize
run a tight ship.
It's strict
around here.
Literally,
it's strict around here.
I just had someone say that to me. They were like, "You run a tight ship. You're strict." I'm like, "Well, I'm glad you recognize
it's
that.
It's strict around here.
I'm glad you do.
Don't play.
Yeah,
because." Okay, and then the last one I put was when you try and be the chill girl who never complains.
The pick me.
Pick me shit.
Pick me shit.
There's nothing good that comes from being a pick me.
Nothing. Literally nothing. And sometimes the pick me's don't even get picked. That's even worse. You sitting there being a pick me
but
and
it's
you're not
like,
even getting picked.
if you like to keep doing all that, first of all, you don't want someone to pick you because you're doing something out of the ordinary of what it is for you.
Mhm.
That's not even you.
Right.
They're not picking you. They're picking whatever you think they want to.
Right. This persona.
Yes, they're picking whatever you think they want to pick.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they think you want to do. Now all of a sudden, all of their likes you like, all of their viewpoints are your viewpoints. They're not picking you. They're picking someone who you created that you think they'll be comfortable with.
Right.
And they might not even be comfortable with that. Maybe they will want someone who challenges them or something. Like, I don't know. So all that picking, you want someone to pick you for you.
Yeah.
And then, when you start lying, it's not good to lie. It's like, because you got to keep up with that lie. So you're now spewing a bunch of viewpoints that you don't think, because you're just trying to get somebody to pick you. Now you got to remember all them viewpoints
and viewpoints, because it adds up. It starts getting confusing.
You got to remember all them viewpoints that you done said
No.
that you don't remember. Try it. It's okay.
You're
You
just
don't have
not gonna be happy.
Don't complain all the time.
Yeah.
But you can say certain things that you don't have to be so chill about everything. If you don't like something that's going on, speak your mind.
Speak your mind. Because you're just gonna be unhappy in the end, and you're gonna end up
Now,
all that resentment.
Don't be negative Nancy.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you are not a negative person, you would never be complaining that much.
That's true. But some people are just negative.
Well, then that's something
they need to work on that. They need to pray.
That's something you need to work with.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying. Like, I feel like it's not that when you say nice girls finish last, it's not that mean girls win.
Right.
It's that girls with boundaries win.
You don't be a doormat. I've said it. I'm just going to say it again. Do not be a doormat. Do not let people just walk all over you. That's what we mean by nice girls finish last. There's nothing wrong with being kind. I think you should such be a kind person. Yeah, you should be kind. But
lead with kindness.
Yes.
Kindness is love. If there was more kindness in the world, if there was more kindness, compassion in the world, it would be
a better place.
Such a better place. Like, don't do that.
Yeah. Kindness is love. Love is God. It all comes back.
Yeah.
I have a sister sound off about that.
Okay. Let's do
Sister Sound Off. We need to rant. Sister Sound Off is where we interrupt the conversation and get 30 seconds to speak our mind. Hear us out.
Being kind just means you know that you're happy, right? You know that you're happy within yourself. You know what makes you happy. And you're not going to let anyone mess up that happiness and that peace around you. That doesn't mean you have to be a mean person or mean-spirited or yell to get your point across. Just set your boundaries. You do not need to let anyone walk all over you. You do not need to be a pick-me-sha. If you and that person you're dating or friends with or whatever, you guys can't come to a middle ground, then that's just not the relationship for you, and just move on. And that's all I have to say about
it. Okay. Period. Yeah. Don't be a Grinch.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Sorry.
I love in the spirit of Podmas.
With the spirit of Podmas.
Don't be a Grinch. Did you know that Grinch movie? They said that the makeup was so uncomfortable for Jim Carrey that he was like had to go to therapy or something.
I knew it was really uncomfortable.
It was like extremely uncomfortable.
Wow.
I'm like, and whenever I see it, I'm like, dang, to know he was so uncomfortable.
Agonizing pain.
Apparently, the contacts even burned. Like,
I heard that.
Yeah, to know he was literally in agonizing pain and still acting like this.
He did that.
I'm talking about body, face, contour. Like, not only is he just saying his lines, he's like,
he became
he's moving throughout the thing. If you're uncomfortable, do you want to move like that?
Right. And to think he gave us joy for all these years.
Right.
And he was so uncomfortable.
And we just found so much, you never know
You
what's
never know.
going on
Mhm.
behind the scenes.
I love seeing the people who go and see the Grinch during this, holiday season. It's so cute, those videos. Have you seen them?
Oh, the Grinch at Universal Studios?
Yeah, Universal.
Yes, I have.
I love seeing those videos. Whoever that actor is, he does great every single year.
Yeah.
He's so good.
I always see they have like the holiday things at Universal. You know who has been doing really good at Universal that I've been seeing? The Glinda they have there.
She has been doing great.
She has been acting just like the movie. Like, okay.
Yeah, she does she does that. She does really good.
She's been killing it.
And the two elves, I don't know if you've seen the two elves. They've been doing so well. They like, you go up to them and they're like, "Am I on the nice list?" And they have this little clipboard and they're like, "What's your name?" They're like, "Oh, Melissa M." They're like, it's like so cute. They're like, "You made the nice list," and it's like this big thing. It's so cute.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening. Please don't forget to subscribe and follow. It helps our podcast a lot. Please let us know what you're feeling. Let us know what you want to hear. Comment down below. What do you think about the Nice Girls finish last thing? Have you been a nice girl? Did you finish last? Okay.
Grow out of it.
Oh, remember to spread love and kindness, and that is what is important.
Yes.
If you are radiating positivity, what they gonna say?
Nothing.
What they gonna say? Kill them with kindness.
They're gonna move around.
Okay, kill them with kindness. Okay, because what they gonna say when they hate you for no reason, they don't even know you, and all you do is come around with your positive, glowing energy. If they even said anything about you, everyone be like, "Come on,
right?
What she even did? All she did was sit here
and smile and be nice."
We'll see you tomorrow. And we're so excited to see you tomorrow. And we hope you come back to kick it with us, Between Sisters. Bye.
Bye.